Joumanna, walk us through the dynamic here off of this coordinated move between Ireland, Norway, and Spain, and Israel's reaction to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So big news out of the region, and specifically in regards to several of these European countries moving towards recognizing a Palestinian state. It should be said that Ireland, Norway, and Spain have said that they're moving towards it, but the final announcement, the formal announcement, is not going to take place until May the 28th. The Norwegian Prime Minister is saying that there can be no peace in the Middle East unless there is a recognition of the Palestinian state. And many people are saying that this is quite symbolic. You will recall that back in the early 90s, it was in Norway. It was the Oslo Peace Accords that was the first time that you got the Palestinians represented by the PLO on one side, Israel on the other, actually engage in discussions and talk about a potential pathway towards peace. None of those accords were implemented, of course, but still significant today that the Norwegian Prime Minister has said that they're moving towards recognizing the Palestinian state as a sovereign state. But the reaction from Israel was pretty swift. They did not like what was announced this morning. They have recalled their ambassadors to both Ireland and Norway, threatening to recall Spain's ambassador. The Israeli foreign minister saying that Ireland and Norway are sending a message to the whole world that terrorism pays, and that this recognition would impede its efforts to bring some of the hostages back.
Joumanna, they are not the first. 140 countries, around 140 countries around the world already recognise Palestine. Some of them are in Europe. This is obviously a significant step with some larger countries making this move. Are we expecting other countries in Europe? Is there any indication that other countries in Europe will follow suit?
Guy, that is a very good question. 143 out of 193 member states of the UN per the latest numbers. And I think there is an inclination from other smaller countries in Europe. I know the likes of Malta, Slovenia are some of the countries who've also suggested that they too may be moving towards recognizing a Palestinian state formally. But of course, the backdrop to all of this is very thorny. There is still a war going on in Gaza, plenty of discussions about the potential assault and further ground attack into Rafah, and you've got to wonder whether this is the right timing to be recognizing Palestine as a state in the context of a war that's still raging and the fact that hostages are still held within the Gaza Strip. So it is a very sensitive topic, as you'd imagine, for Israel. And also, I just want to point out, U.S. is not one of the countries that has recognized the Palestinian state as a sovereign state. So something to watch out for will be the U.S. response later.